They both looked at the sleeping Angelica. The late afternoon sun had cut through a hole in the roof, bathing her in a mote-filled shaft of light. Although her cheeks were flushed from the heat, her face was relaxed and her expression calm. It made her look so peaceful, even ethereal. "Oh, come on, you're not saying," Otto sounded incredulous. "Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm saying." "Hitler." Otto said the word so softly. "Yes. I think that's why the Germans all want her so badly. That's why the British want her too." Otto looked at her appalled. Then, very slowly, he nodded. For the first time, Lenny could see he was afraid. She went on. "Angelica has spent half her life in a convent, cut off from the outside world. She has no parents, at least no one she remembers. The Mother Superior tells her every week how special she is, how they must look after her. And Hitler's deputy comes to visit her every year on her birthday. And she remembered being at Hitler's house in Munich. She must have been sent away to the convent before she could ask questions, or before questions could be asked about her." Otto put his head in his hands. Angelica was right. We're really in a lot of trouble. Don't you think I know that? They're never going to let us get away. Otto was struggling to control his panic. "Stop it, Otto," Lenny said firmly. "It's Hitler's child, Lenny, his daughter. What are we going to do?" "I don't know, I'm thinking." They sat there in the stifling heat. Silence. "Seems to me we've only got two options," Otto said after a while. "Which are? We leave her here with a note for her to walk to the hamlet. We take off now, make for the border. We can make up some story for Macpherson." Lenny shook her head. It was the surest way for the two of them to survive, but she hated the idea, and she knew Otto did too. "No. How do we know what the Nazis will do to her? They might lock her up forever, or worse." "That's not our problem, isn't it?" Lenny looked at him hard. "Do you really want to do that? Cut and run?" Otto glanced over at Angelica, who stirred slightly in her sleep, a lock of blonde hair falling across her face. Lenny could see him twisting inside, wrestling with it all. Finally, he looked back at her. "Then we complete the mission. Get her over the border tonight, hand her over to Macpherson," he said. "And what's he going to do with her?" "I don't know and I don't care, Lenny. Those are our orders." Otto tried to close off further discussion. "And what about her? Do we tell her who she is?" Lenny and Otto looked at her again, then at each other. She was no longer just a girl to them. She was their little sister now, a reminder of the younger siblings they had both lost. "She thinks she's meeting her parents in Switzerland," Lenny said slowly, remembering the girl's hope. "Let's leave it like that." She could only imagine what a bombshell the truth might be to the girl. Angelica hadn't chosen to be born, to be the child of that man.